Hi guys, welcome to Vocab Set 1. Very exciting. This is going to be super high tech, as you can tell. Here we go. Your first word is abstruse. It means difficult to comprehend. Difficult to comprehend. That means, for me, calculus is a bit abstruse. It's a bit difficult to comprehend. Abstruse, good word. You know, you can pause this if it takes you longer to write this down than it takes me to say it. All right, here we go. Second word, ad nauseum. It comes from the Latin meaning to the point of nausea. So in English, getting this right, it means to a sickening or excessive degree. For example, first couple days of school, you might think that your teachers talk to you about policies and grades and expectations ad nauseum. It's an adverb. It describes how we do something. Isn't this fun? All right, next one is anathema. Cool word. It means a person or thing that is strongly, strongly disliked. Dare I say hated? Yes, I dare. Okay. For example, for me, math is anathema. It's a noun, okay? So use it like a noun, a thing or person strongly disliked. Here we go. I know you guys have probably played this game or at least heard of someone who has. It's called balderdash. Well, it's a real word. Woo, here we go. It means foolish words or nonsense. Yeah, nonsense. I don't want your essays to be full of balderdash. Got it? Yeah. All right, having fun with the video camera. Bumptious. Ooh, it's scrolling. Proud or confident in a rude way that makes others not like you or annoys them. Being proud or confident in a rude way that annoys others. I think this word even sounds like what it means. If you're bumptious, it's going to annoy me. Yeah. Contumely. This is a noun. It means harsh language or treatment arising from contempt. I have a cat on my back. That's Ninja. She's a ninja cat. So anyway, back to contumely. Okay? Generally speaking, I hope that your teachers do not treat you with contumely. Okay? It's a noun. Again, nouns are good. All right. Here we go with a great verb. It's one that I use frequently. Discombobulate. It means to upset or confuse. Therefore, if you put a D on the end here, discombobulated, it means you are upset or confused. This describes me before I have coffee. I am discombobulated. I have no idea where anything is. I am upset and confused. Also, fun fact to know and tell, this is the title of the theme song to the Sherlock Holmes movies, that dun 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 dun, you know that song. Discombobulate. All right, French, people who take French. Fait accompli in English, okay? And in French it means an accomplished fact. And so in English, all it means, can you see this? Yeah, a thing considered done and unable to be changed. Okay? Even if it hasn't actually finished, it's a thing that's considered unable to be changed. Like, I'm hoping that your graduation is a fait accompli, something I don't even need to worry about. All right? I think this word's just super fun to say. Ignominy. Woo, ignominy. It is a noun, and it means a state of shame and dishonor. Okay, so for example, this is probably before your time, but when Bill Clinton was found out with his hijinks with Monica Lewinsky, he was in a state of shame and dishonor. He was suffering from ignominy. The adjective form of that is ignominious, which we will see, I believe, in at least one of the books we'll read this year. So a state of shame and dishonor. Inelectable, is a fancy word that just means not able to be avoided or changed. For example, sorry, I'm getting the hang of this, guys. For example, death. Death is ineluctable for us all. Ineluctable. It's an adjective and an adverb. Okay, lascivious. I think this word actually sounds like what it means, and it just means lustful. Lascivious. Lustful. Fancy way to say lustful. Educated way. All right. Next word is easy to remember because it has multi in it. Multifarious means of many and various kinds. So if you can remember that, multi means many, so many as various kinds. I'm getting helped by cats. That's why you're hearing things falling off the table here. All right. Nonfeasance. It is the failure to act or do what ought to have been done. The failure to act or do what ought to have been done. Okay? So people can be prosecuted for nonfeasance if they were supposed to have done something and didn't. Especially if you're in the military, you might get court-martialed for nonfeasance. Yeah, all right. Good word. The next word is pontificate. And here's how I remember it. Pontiff, woo, where is it? Pontiff is actually another word for the Pope. He is the pontiff. Okay, so I think, okay, so here's the definition. To express your opinion in a way that shows you think you are always right. So if you were always expressing your opinion like you thought you were the Pope, pontiff, you'd be right on. Pontificate, it's a verb. Don't pontificate. People will think you're bumptious. Ooh, 2 words, 1 sentence. All right, salient. Actually, this word originally came from like describing geographical features, and so they'd say like if there was a bump, like in a bump of land on a coastline, they'd say it was salient. Well, now we kind of use it in a more general term, very important or noticeable. And if you think about that bump of land sticking out, it would be important or noticeable. Now we kind of use this, you'll hear this frequently with like the salient points of his argument, or the salient points of your essay, the most noticeable or important points that you make. Salient. An adjective. Stultify, this is a verb, and it means to cause to become dull or slow. The afternoons stultify me. A huge plate of pasta puts me in a pasta coma, and I become stultified. Okay, so you can also use it as a description. Stultified means you have become dull or slow, being made dull or slow. Like Sunday afternoons for me right now. No coffee. All right, I love this word. You'll hear me say it a lot. I apply it to doing vocabulary. Titillate. It sounds like you're doing something wrong, but saying something wrong, but you're not. And it means to interest or excite in an enjoyable way. I know vocabulary titillates you. Ha ha ha. Maybe English class in general. Titillate. It's a verb. Fun to say. Say it yourself. Make your parents think you're crazy. All right. Toothsome. Okay. It originally was about food, having a pleasing taste. Okay. But then now it has a more general meaning as well. You'll hear it and see it in both ways. So now it also means being pleasing about people. So agreeable and attractive. If she's a toothsome girl, she's pleasing and attractive. See? Go up and give someone a nice little compliment and they won't even know what you're saying. All right, Harry Potter fans, raise your hand. You're going to know this one. Umbrage. Yes, J.K. Rowling probably knew that this word meant being offended by what someone said or did. Why do you think she named Professor Umbrage Umbrage? Because she gives umbrage. This is a noun, okay? Offense by what someone does or says. Hopefully I never give you umbrage. Okay? This one's super fun to say, and I hope you guys all say it right now as soon as I say it. You got to say it with a doofy German accent because it comes from German. It's zeitgeist. Woo, zeitgeist, say it. Zeitgeist. And it just means the general beliefs, ideas, and spirit of a time and place. So when you guys studied The Great Gatsby, I bet you guys learned a little bit about the Jazz Age, the Jazz Age, and the Roaring Twenties, and all that. You were studying the zeitgeist of that age, which influenced the novel. Zeitgeist. You want to say it. Okay, now we're to just kind of our like super fun. They're not bonus words because you're going to have a test on them, but they're kind of bonus words because they're just really cool. All right, number one, a very good word to use when you want to offend someone and also show that you're really smart, more smart and educated than they are. Here you go, blatherskite. Someone who's a boaster or a loudmouth. Very useful in today's world. Blatherskite, here it comes. A boaster or a loudmouth. All right, here's your definition for griffinage. Let's see if we can get this in here. Here you go. There's your definition, griffinage. Okay, it means sloppy or illegible handwriting. Ha ha ha, I demonstrated it for you. Hopefully none of you will be practicing too much griffinage on me when you write your essays. Griffinage. If you have griffinage, you'll make a good doctor. All right, next one, very handy, igly. It just means extremely ugly, like on beyond ugly. Igly. Yeah. Here's a great word for, like, if you need to break up with someone. Bonnete. It means, whoa, here we go, the absence of good qualities. So if you have to break up with someone, you could just, and they ask why, you say, because of your Bonnete, your absence of good qualities. That's a good reason to break up with someone. All right, last but not least, best word to, well, after zeitgeist. Zeitgeist is super fun. But kerfuffle is really fun too, and it means a fuss or a commotion. Okay, so don't get into, there's no need to make a kerfuffle over doing vocabulary. Just do these videos, write them down, pause them if I'm going too fast. You guys know how it works. And then we'll have a test. All right, hope you enjoyed Vocab Set 1. I know I did. See you in class.